Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is a daily close and basically this is Friday, so we're preparing of course for the weekend. We might see of course a sideways range, and don't forget that the weekend normally are slow. We're gonna see of course if this is gonna be the case, but normally they are slow. And before moving on, I want to thank you all for your support, for your kind words. Thank you very much. In the last video, I was, of course, a little bit unmotivated hearing, of course, some comments, but everything is fine. For you guys, you deserve all the best always. And I'm glad, of course, for what I'm doing for you in this channel. And I hope that always the things are going well for you as well by trading. So, we have potentially an ABC toward the upside. This wave C is still unfolding, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 5 still, of course, need one more leg toward the upside. Now we see, of course, a kind of like ending diagonal potential finishing in this area, unless we have something else, unfolding as corrective, which is, of course, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The problem, I don't see any signal of impulsive wave yet toward the downside. And that, of course, lower the possibility for correction wave, give higher possibility for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to be finished. Potentially, I'm still looking for this 1-to-1 fib level. By the way, someone asked me about this fib level that he's not getting, of course, a very accurate 1-to-1 fib level. Don't forget the logarithmic chart. You can turn it on and off, and here we go. Yeah, on the linear chart, you already passed the 1-to-1 fib level. On the logarithmic chart, you did not pass it yet. Yeah, so this is the difference. And logarithmic chart, of course, always shows extended waves. It shows the waves in much clearer way, and it works in percentage rather just in just price as linear. So, and always we use logarithmic chart, of course, with Elliott wave because it shows much more the waves in a clearer way. Basically, we are, of course, in this ABC, guys, higher potential that we, of course, gonna finish one more leg minimum, unless, of course, what are the scenarios? So, as bullish, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal potentially. This is the first scenario. Hitting the 1-to-1 fib level, dropping down, of course, for a move, of course, as ABC for a longer wave B, or we move massively towards the downside for a wave C in, of course, a big A, B, and a C here. Yeah, so this is the scenario. We're gonna see them anyway in a bigger view once we finish here. So first scenario is one leg, wave 5, finishing this and moving toward the downside. Second scenario, that you might have an extended wave 5, which it can be, of course, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, so this might be an extended wave 5. However, very low possibility. You get normally a wave 5 extended only when the wave 3 do not reach the 1.618, reach only the 1.27, which means a short wave 3. When you get a short wave 3, okay, you might get, of course, an extended wave 5. In this case scenario, the possibility goes down, of course, for an extended wave 5. We have a very normal, nice wave 3 here, taken from the 1, 2, 3, 1.618, meaning 4 and a 5 is working great here, of course, in an ending diagonal. Second possibility, third possibility actually, which is bearish here, a little bit corrective, I would say, not bearish. 3 ways down, 3 ways up. You're looking for a wave C toward the downside as an expanding flat. In this case scenario, of course, you are looking for the following prices in case this happens for the weekend. You know, the weekend loves to be sideways or to correct, right? And an expanding flat can be the following targets: 91k potentially for 1.618. And what would happen if this goes into wave 4 here as an expanding flat after 1, 2, 3? Well, it can be, guys. Of course, it is a long time in relation with the wave 2, but it's still possible. Well, still possible. The time is never has been counted as invalidation. It is a guideline, but still possible. Preferably, of course, to take this one more high, hitting the 96K 500, and then, of course, decide that the price, of course, can move three ways down here, or it can move impulsively toward the downside. Yeah, so what does it mean? Of course, moving with this three waves toward the downside, meaning, of course, you're gonna get kind of like three waves down, three waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that means, of course, you might have three waves up, three waves down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave B. In a bigger picture, a wave B means, of course, that you are finishing a bear market here. A, B, and potentially wave C towards the downside later on to hit, of course, the wave 2 of this bear market. Yeah, so this is what the possibilities are here for in case that you bottomed a wave A exactly there. Now, there are possibilities, of course, that this wave A has bottomed over there, where you have, of course, W, X, and a Y, where you have, of course, for W zigzag, X as a bridge, Y here as well, a zigzag. You have an A, B, and a C toward the upside. That means, of course, not this wave B, which is the major one, not this one has finished here potentially. It can be that you have finished a wave A, B, and a C for this wave A. Yeah, so we bring the wave A, major wave A, toward the downside here. Yeah, and in this case scenario, you might unfold again a wave B toward the upside. Yeah, and that because, of course, the bear market still need time. Yeah, if you remember, we need time for this bear market to finish. Again, on the all-time history, we are looking at the following wave 2. Here we go. Let me check. Where is it? Sorry, I think here we go. Yeah, we're looking at a wave 1 first, finished. Here we are 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We finished an impulse as a wave 1, and we're looking for a wave 2. The time taken from this wave 1 in the bottom to the top here give us minimum requirement time here is, of course, an A, B, and a C. Therefore, I still see even a deeper wave A, and then a wave B, and then a wave C to hit the perfect time for wave 2, which is 0.618. Unless, of course, the cycle is in a rush to move towards the upside, and the market is very bullish, and that means in this case, you're gonna finish, of course, at least minimum time in 0.38. And that means, of course, that you might be here in an A and a B, potentially finished in this wave, or you're still looking for another A, B, C for a wave B. Yeah, and then moving down, of course, to hit this bear market time fast and start to move toward the upside. Yep, so these are the possibilities, guys. This is what's going on in a bigger view, and that's why I'm still, of course, looking for these possibilities and to hit, of course, this 1-to-1 fib level as a perfect zigzag and start to see what the reaction is gonna be here. Are we gonna move down, or are we gonna move a little bit much more corrective? Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you everyone again for your support, and I wish you to have a nice weekend. Tomorrow will be our live stream, of course, for altcoins and your special requests. And don't forget, guys, that on X today we have updated Solana, Popcat, and Jasmy. So don't forget to watch these updates. Very informative. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.